This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
Great news! In order to celebrate the release of Police Academy 5, Warner Home Video is reducing the price on the funniest foursome of cop capers to hit your video store. That's right, you can get Police Academies 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the low price of just $19.98 each. So, whether by land, by sea, by air, or even by chair, get down to your local video store to get in on the Police Academy action.
Come on, you little rookies. Get on the program.
So get on the ball and get your copies of Police Academy 1, 2, 3, and 4 at the new low price of just $19.98 per cassette.
Now you move it, move it, move it.
You heard the man. So scramble down to your store to buy the comedies that'll have you rolling with laughter.
We'll show you a good time.
We'll show you a great time.
Well, after bloopers and talking newer Godzilla movies, we're talking about the wackiest parody franchise known to man, question mark. Yeah. Take Neil Israel, a protege of the Zucker brothers and Jim Abrahams. Yeah.
He done Tunnel Vision.
Yeah.
Very underrated movie.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Worked on that, and then he decides, much like we were talking with Caddyshack and Beverly Hills Cop, even Super Troopers, like, this is one of the most improvised movies, like, and people start marketing stuff after this, and Naked Gun. You get a lot of lesser movies as a result. Is like any workplace place where people are just, goofing off, is like it's going to be marketed using the Police Academy formula. I mean, and Part 7 just got mentioned on season 4 of Only Murders in the Building. They're investigating a stuntman's murder, and they're like, he died on the set of Police Academy Part 7. They take Moscow. I'm like, oh, I hope no one dies on the set of a spoof movie. That's just sad.
I've only caught the first. I mean, I never watched past the first 3.
That was enough stupidity for you.
I got up to 6.
Part 6.
I got up
okay.
to 6.
Yeah. Part 7 was definitely the weakest one. Like, other than Christopher Lee as like the Russian, like, captain guy using them, it was just barely there, and it was followed by a cartoon show and a live action show, and neither lasted all that long. I never saw a single frame.
I never knew about either one of those shows till today.
I watched both of them when they first came on.
Oh, man.
The animated series was actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Considering it was based off an R-rated film.
Did anybody return?
No, I don't think anybody came back from the series.
Bailey needed the money.
I gotta tell you, with that first one, it was barely a rated R movie.
Yeah, it's pretty much just because there's like 2-3 topless people at the beach partying, and then,
there's one in the shower in the first one.
Well, of course you would know, but I mean, yeah, and then there's the podium scene which they modify on TV.
They did. You see, Private Chico needed the money.
Private Chico.
I could have seen more of Leslie Easterbrook, but
Who didn't?
if not Kim Cattrall, somebody was going to be shown.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched these back in 2006, and I had the flu, and I just was laughing my ass off 2 days straight. I'm like, yeah.
That was your first viewing of it then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These are apparently former President Bill Clinton's favorite movies.
Yeah, there was something about him watching 6 of the movies with his daughter.
Yeah,
Like a marathon.
and
Well, you see, I like
Oh,
the
this is the part
movies
where
where
Tackleberry shoots, and then the girl who was in the movie, the swinging cheerleaders, is in this movie too, and she plays his new future partner, and that's
and then there was
Colleen
that,
Camp.
and there was that one girl who was in Porky's that later Sex in the City, and boy, howdy, I liked her a lot.
You know why they called her Lassie? Well, you'll find out in Porky's.
I did not have relationships with that
Porky's.
person, but I wish I did.
I will say this: watching that first movie again made me think that this should have been like cast with the cast of Stripes in it.
Yeah, it did need a little more Harold Ramis, if not Leslie. And Leslie Nielsen was supposed to be the chief at the podium, and he just was off doing something else. I think he was just being polite, saying, "I'm not ready to do something that's stupid."
Well, I think he was just about to do.
Oh yeah, 2 years after Naked Gun.
Creep show. So
yeah, that might have interfered. Yeah, it was very low budget, and surprised
they had George Gaines come in, as he'd been in Tootsie. I think the year before that.
Yes.
So,
don't get me wrong. The chief, I think, is fine. I think he's a good actor. It's just one of those like, when you see someone who's there's just more nostalgia for, is like, and you think they could have done just as good a job. You're so tempted to see an alternate reality. I'm like, oh, Leslie Nielsen. I mean,
His adopted daughter should have showed up.
Adopted daughter, or at least have him be. He should have at least been like a police shrink. That would have been hysterical. Well, are you boys okay?
You gotta do that. No, you gotta do that with Bob Newhart.
Oh, there you go.
Well, actually, the dentist on Bob Newhart directed number 6.
Yes,
Peter Bonners.
Well, and then Jerry, what's his name?
Jerry Paris
directed 2 and 3, and those were some of his last credits. It seems like everybody had a fun time filming it. You know, again, this is where I'm already in love with Michael Winslow from Spaceballs, and then I'm like, oh, okay. He's fucking amazing.
Beeps and the creeps.
Beeps and the creeps.
You gotta think, like, the first one, I can remember the second one when Bob Goldthwait joined the cast. And
was that the second one? I thought
that was number 2.
Number 2.
Number 3, he became a police officer.
He was a bad police officer. That's right.
The tagline for part 3 should have been, "What a big mistake." You know, they should have been more self-deprecating. It's like, you don't want these guys to be cops.
I can remember thinking oh, who's this guy? And I saw him do his stand-up act one time, and I was like, holy shit, he's fucking hilarious. You know,
he was really come a long way. He still does audio dramas and other voiceovers, and we forget he's one of the evil gremlin voices in the first one.
Who?
Michael Winslow.
Oh yeah. But Goldthwait was like.
But yeah, Goldthwait. Yeah, This is this before he's setting shit on fire, or
way before? Way before.
Yeah.
Back when he was getting fish on stage.
Because, like you guys say, he is an atypical guy. I see a lot of people, you know, I wasn't ever really crazy about Kinnison and all those other runs, but I think Goldthwait, I think I just liked how his risk taking, and I do understand people overreacting, all that, and I think they just should have, much like Jonathan Winters, just been like, okay, just have less of a budget and just have good insurance, and then just bring him onto a special. Just try it if you don't want to have him on late night show, but don't blacklist the dude just because of one prank gone wrong.
I can remember him going on Comic Relief and he was taking a shower on stage.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just fucking great. And then he had a special on Cinemax, and it was him doing it was him hanging out with REM, where he played bass. Where he played bass with REM had this little cowpoke band that he dressed up nobody knew it was him playing the bass. The slap. Yeah.
Then at the end, he just reveals it. Everyone's going crazy, I'm sure.
He talks. He's like one thing I got to say is the Police Academy movies made me a lot of money, but the one thing I got to say is it led me to stuff like Hot to Trot.
Yeah, He goes from hot to trot, and later on he does Shakes the Clown.
Great movie to watch.
Mm. By the way, here's a thought. Somebody who's never made the connection before. Bobcat Goldthwait is Emo Phillips on cocaine.
Oh yeah. He says whenever he's in an airport, like people go, "You're Bobcat Goldthwait." He's like, "Well, yeah, I'm Bob Goldthwait." He's like, "Do the shit from Police Academy." He's like, "Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Thank you." He's just like so. He's like, his stand up is fuck. If you watch his stand up now, he's hilarious. I mean, he's great to listen to.
He was on Mark Maron for a while recently, and yeah, I have no issue with him. It's funny you brought up Emo Phillips. I always thought he looked like Paul Rubens in a way, kind of.
No, I saw Bobcat. I saw Bobcat do a stand up in 2007. And I don't think I laughed so hard at a live comedian in my life.
Oh, yeah,
I couldn't even breathe. I mean, that's how hard I was.
Gasping for air. It's like, oh Lord have mercy, I'm gonna die great tonight.
But you look who's in those movies. Like you have Leslie Easterbrook. You got Steve Guttenberg,
right?
And
I heard he got along pretty well with everybody. The only issue is I think in like part 2, I think the guy was supposed to be his love interest. He didn't think she was hot enough, so that's why they cut down her scene. I'm like, that's kind of douchey, but whatever. But yeah, this is a few years before Short Circuit, and I always thought it was funny. It's like, that's a Police Academy reunion because G.W. Bailey's the military guy.
Yeah. And the thing I loved about G.W. Bailey is that his character is just because remember in the next 2 they had Art Matrano playing Mauser.
Yes.
Yeah, and the guy who was his sidekick when Art Matrano left, the guy who was his sidekick, Proctor.
Rest in peace, Art.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they keep changing his ranking, and I think that just makes it even funnier because he's just as incompetent. No rank, the rank doesn't make any difference. He's just as dumb. But I mean, I love the other gal who talks very exasperatedly.
Quietly? You mean
it's what's her name?
She was Hooks.
Marianne Ramsey. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. I want you to. Yeah.
And also she's like,
she said she was inspired with that voice by Michael Jackson.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes me hate Michael Jackson.
Oh.
It's a little late for me to show my
Bubba Smith in it.
Yeah, Bubba Smith was great. Like, and there's a dude who, again, just is in so many movies, often being police guys and what have you, and it doesn't matter.
A couple episodes of Married with Children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. What was that with Married with Children? What?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Cam?
Go ahead. Go.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking to you.
No, he's talking to you.
Oh, what was the question?
You were saying something about Married with Children.
Yeah, he was in 2 episodes of Married with Children. There's one where it's hard to describe. Al goes to the high school and he's like a security guard at the high school.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they were on opposite sides of that game of a football game, and they were kind of butting heads because one of them because Bubba Smith character kept saying, "Well, you could never get past me," and Al Bundy, being Al Bundy, said, "I can do that," and he kind of did, and then they both collapsed.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember. Was that trying to get a trophy? I can't remember.
Rest in peace, Bubba, by the way. A lot of these guys have not.
Well, Police Academy, there's quite a few people that have passed away from that.
Did you guys ever see him as the special FBI agent in Black Moon Rising?
No.
Tommy Lee Jones and Linda Hamilton.
Whoa.
I watched that movie probably 5 years ago, but I don't remember him being in it.
Yeah. How about Gremlins 2, where he played himself?
Yeah, I do remember that.
It all comes back to Gremlins.
Or he goes back to another place. Bubba Smith also played a cop with Dick Butkus in a short-lived series called Blue Thunder.
Yep, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I own the series, and I absolutely love it because it is so awesome. And you know who else? Was starring in that show? Didn't want to do it. Hey,
Dana Carvey.
Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture.
Here's something else you realize. David Spade was in
part 5, I think.
Part 5.
And it was like his first role.
It really was.
Yeah.
It's before SNL, and then he's like in another one, I think. And I just love how it's like someone's breaking into like the police van, and he's like trying to eat his donut, and he's just like, "What?" He just has the most dumbfounded look.
And the other guy who was kind of his cohort with that, he was the guy who played the nerdy guy from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I remember.
Same universe. I'm calling it now. It's the same damn universe. Did you? I know you've seen this, Tom, but I actually applaud the La Vantula movies just because they really are funny monster movie spoofs. Yeah. I know Sci-Fi Channel, I usually run in the opposite direction, but like they did do a Police Academy reunion. They had Marion Ramsey in there, they had Winslow, and they were fighting giant. Well, what else is there to say? Giant tarantulas made of lava, you know? And they, I kid you not, they did a straight up very awesome Miami Vice spoof in that same time. And again, you know, Winslow and Marion did their usual, exaggerated voices. It was fucking awesome. It was just like, two lava, two land show. That's what they called it.
Nice.
My favorite part in one of them is Mahoney is arresting somebody. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to. You have the right to. He goes. You have the right to sing the blues. You have the right to cable TV.
Which is very important, right, by the way. That was number 2, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think it was. Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy stuff. I think part 5 had Sharon Stone.
Yeah,
she was in one.
Yeah.
Sharon Stone.
By that point,
David Spade was in part 4.
Oh, okay. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. So not 5, 4. And they all kind of run together for me. 4 and 5, literally, they felt like they filmed those back to back.
5 was City Under Siege. No, 6 was City Under Siege.
Well, 6 was the Mission to Moscow.
No. 7 was
Simon Miami Beach.
Okay.
Simon Miami Beach was
but like you say, they all kind of run together, and it's just, I guess I guess it could have done better as a sketch show. I guess much like Police Squad. I don't know, but.
Well, 1, 2, 6 was filmed and released 1 year after each other.
Yep. Yeah, so and it was only the last one that was like 4 to 5 year wait.
5 years, yeah.
So I guess like we've been kind of joking. I guess they really did oversaturate themselves really fast to where everyone was like, unless you saw them on HBO, you were going to get pretty quick up and tired of them, I guess.
Well, I mean, and they'd repeat a lot of the gags repeatedly.
Oh, they couldn't help it. They pretty much had the mentality of a frat boy comedy mixed in with, just again, same kind of Naked Gun stuff. I think 6 had literally no plot. It's like they were just going after these diamond thieves, like on the beach. And I think it ends just with the most random, like, factory fight scene. You're just like, okay.
I look on Wikipedia. It says parallels have been drawn between Police Academy and the British Carry On series.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's the best.
Yeah. For their common tropes of a returning ensemble cast, frequent use of lowbrow humor, and reliance on sexual innuendo.
Pretty much. It's just like they just do the same thing every movie until we shut the lights off. Just
I'll tell you, there's a character that both personifies that kind of thing, but also is one of my favorite characters in that entire series, and that's Tackleberry, David Graff.
Oh yeah.
Tackleberry was Sledgehammer before Sledgehammer was a thing.
That's a good point. Yeah,
and it was brilliant.
In the first movie, who was the heavy cop? What was his name?
Oh my God. Well, a lot of them were heavy.
There's a scene where he's like firing off his shotgun, and everybody ducks except Tackleberry.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Shit. What was that guy's name? But yeah, David Graff played Tackleberry, rest in peace. And I can't remember. Was he the one who was also used to be a security guard who was like, give me a reason to shoot you?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so there you go. Yeah. I'm remembering right. Yeah, he's appeared in he's been on West Wing and done a bunch of different Star Trek roles.
He's in Freaks and Geeks too.
He was on Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot. And then he was pretty family friendly, surprisingly. Like he did a Soderbergh produced mystery movie, and then did a lot of Nickelodeon and Disney sketch shows.
There was a show with Richard Lewis and Don Rickles called Daddy Dearest, and in one scene they're walking down the street, and there's a pretzel guy played by Hunts Hall, and the two cops are Bubba Smith and Hooks. So it's Hightower and Hooks patrolling the street, and he throws a pretzel and hits her in the breast. She's like, "You hurt me." He's like, "Darling, I'm sorry." He's like, and he says something. She starts cracking up. But
basically, just again, is like, let's not have you be the police academy role, but let's still have you just be a dim-witted cop in our sketch show.
You said Hunts Hall. That's the guy from Bowery Boys?
Yep.
Okay.
It was one of the last shows he did before he passed away.
Closer dry. Nice.
So,
hold on a second. James is making an arrest.
No, my wife just came home from bowling.
I know. I'm just kidding.
But there's a great thing I've loved about police academies that you could tell, like, as they were going along, when 6 and 7 were being made, it was like, okay, something was missing. Mm-hmm. And that thing that was missing was Steve Guttenberg, because I think he was just like, I'm done.
He was in there 4, that was it.
I thought it was the comedy.
So, like you say, like after he was in 4 less, but like you say, it's like he didn't want to be typecast, and then his career didn't take off. But he's grateful for it. He doesn't do the whole I was never in that bullshit. And even though he's a radical, I wouldn't call him a radical Christian, even though he's a faith-based guy. He's just like, hey, I did something funny. You can watch with your kids. Glad you love it. And so I got nothing against him. I saw Short Circuit and 3 Men and a Baby, and then this was like the next one up, and it was like, okay, yeah, he's the comedy guy in the 80s.
Now here's something you guys would get a kick out of. What adult actress appeared in the first Police Academy movie?
Can't think of her name, but she's the one that gave the captain a blowjob.
Yes.
I'm looking it up now. Oh God, I thought it was just a gal who was like a starlet or a stripper who.
No, she's a hooker in the movie.
Right. I just mean the actress. I thought she was like a stripper or
the actress
Georgina Spelvin.
Georgina Spelvin, who was in The Devil and Miss Jones. So I was friends with her on Facebook, and me and my dad are watching it one day, and I go, holy shit, that's Georgina Spelvin, and he's like, how do you know that's her? I said, oh, no, nothing, because a friend of mine, had seen The Devil and Miss Jones, but like
you did this also when you talked about Cinderella. He's like, wait a minute, James, when you've been watching
and that.
We'll return after these messages.
If you like small town mystery, crazy news, and wild history, then the Florida Men on Florida Man podcast is for you. Each week, Josh Mills and Wayne McCarty bring you the absolute best Florida has to offer. So if you're looking for a show that's safe for the family, but funny enough to help you escape everyday life, then listen to the Florida Men on Florida Man podcast. That's Florida Men, plural, on Florida Man podcast.
Hey, it's Brent Pope, the host of Breakfast with Brent Pope. You've seen me on some of your favorite TV shows saying things like, give it up, Jimmy. You got to sink this putt to win. On Breakfast with Brent Pope, I sit down with guests from the entertainment world, and we do it all over breakfast. Or should I say Brentfast? Every week on Brentfast, you get inside Hollywood info and tips, great breakfast recs and booty debates. Most of all, you get the most delightful 30 minutes of your week. So dig in. It's Brentfast time. Listen at Brentfast.com, Apple Podcasts, or wherever fine podcasts are found.
That reminds me, one of the funniest scenes that I remember is like when the captain goes back to the podium and Steve Guttenberg is coming out from behind the thing. And he's thinking that he got a blowjob from Steve Guttenberg.
No, it goes.
No, that's true. Yeah.
No, and the ending goes. Finds the press, puts her under the thing, and then he comes out. And he's smiling at Mahoney. Mahoney goes like, "Oh, you got me,"
But But like you say, is like just like all these kind of gags. Again, they're very dumb, very lowbrow, but there's various segments to each gag where it's like, okay, that's nutty. Like, hats off to you.
Yeah, and something else I noticed from the first times I saw it, Police Academy to Police Academy 2, there was a serious drop off in the adult content.
Yeah,
for lack of a better term.
Well,
And
first
then
one was
by
the only one. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And then by the time we got to 3 and 4, it was almost a family movie.
Right.
They almost got like Three Stooges. Like,
well, it went from
too
rated R to
stupid
PG-13 on the rest.
They're too stupid to offend anybody. But yeah, it somehow it's like it was just a mild R rating with the first one, and so it didn't really impact ticket sales. And at that point, there's just like it. But like you say, it is a rare example of a franchise that continues, but it wasn't bound by a rating, really.
Yeah, and really,
they made it that way to appeal more so that kids could actually go to the theater to see it.
Yeah.
Do you think we got stupider as a generation?
No. I also think it.
I'm just asking for a friend.
I also think there's you have to take into consideration the time frame in which these movies were coming out too. Around the time of the original Police Academy, you had Porky's coming out. You had those raunchy comedies, and then
there are always HBO hits. Set the VCR to record.
Yeah, but and then when you got to 2, you still had some of the edgier elements of it, but that sort of raunchy sex comedy thing was kind of going out of style.
Yeah.
So then it became that gradual move into the more, sure, you have these naughtier parts, but they're more like the kind of humor versus here's a chance to show us some naked breasts.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's the thing with Porky's. I mean, Porky's, by the third movie, it's not a raunch comedy anymore. It's a funny movie to watch. The second one's great. The Next Day and Porky's Revenge, those two are like, they're good to watch because it's like, they're not trying to like. I think, Bob. I think if they were like, if they were like, okay, first one made us some money. Second one, let's lighten up a little bit on the dirty humor.
Right.
And then the third one, we're gonna make it, a little bit more,
It's honestly funny no matter how you spin it. It's just like it.
Yeah.
But I think the reason I just dug this franchise, stupid or not, or worst of all time, however you want to spin it, so bad it's good. I'm just like, at least they made use of just all these comedic actors and just used a bunch of them. And I mean, everything from them shouting at each other when the megaphones face to face, just all that shit. I was just like, and Key and Peele, I would have.
Sick. Thank you, sir. I make everybody sick.
And Gutenberg's line to the captain.
And I actually would have loved to have seen what Key and Peele did with their 2014 version, but it got shelved because of real life police violence and other political pressure. But
they've been trying to launch another series of police academies since 2004, I think.
And Gutenberg was behind it. Gutenberg was going, I'll come back, to do, I mean, everybody's, there's a lot of the cast are gone, but I'll come back. And I think Winslow wanted to come back.
G.W. Bailey has no regrets about it. He's like, I'm an actor. I'm being straight-faced. And unlike St. Elsewhere, these guys telling me how to do my job aren't being jerks. They just want the humor to work. And so when I saw him on the Closer franchise, it's like, okay, so this is how he's here. He's being serious, but he's still playing back to his Police Academy ego where he's making snarky or off-color remarks.
I actually liked him in Rustler's Rhapsody because his character was nicer than that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a great movie to watch, too.
And plus, he was also in the first Mannequin, also with Kim Cattrall.
There you go. It's the Kim Cattrall cinematic universe.
Everything goes through Kim Cattrall, especially from Sex and the City.
I certainly wouldn't mind doing that.
Everything goes through Kim Cattrall, and everything went in Kim Cattrall.
Oh.
Hello.
Jesus, and that show, Jesus,
Well,
let me tell you something, Samantha.
Maybe they should do a Skinamax version where Leslie Easterbrook and Kim Cattrall were being friendly with each other.
Jim Wynorski, Roger Corman, Full Moon, get on it.
They're not. Leslie Easterbrook isn't doing too good, guys. I think she's really sick.
I haven't heard anything about her in a long time.
Yeah,
the galaxy far away.
You know what she was famous for? Okay, so
I actually don't know.
No.
I can think of two things off the top of my head.
It turns out.
Go ahead, James. I'm sorry.
She was when Laverne and Shirley did, from Milwaukee to Los Angeles. She played the neighbor Rhonda.
Yes.
On the show.
Did she actually marry the father in that, or were they just boyfriend girlfriend?
No, that was that was
Laverne's father. I thought they had a relationship.
No, Laverne's father was married to Betty Comden.
Yes.
Who was
yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was Rhonda Lee. See, I think I liked her as Debbie just because, again, she was still likable even though she's playing up the dumb ditzy blonde, and then still, I mean, that's just it too. Like, it's like there's gunplay, but I mean, you really gotta. It's just somehow. I don't think it was just the right time and place. It's just like you don't take any of it seriously because it's not supposed to be. It's just a slapstick, and then it ends when they finally get out of jokes to tell. And I never felt like it was rough getting into any of it. Most of the time they don't even do guns. It's just all nightsticks and other kinds of wacky physical gags. Someone getting out of their car while it's still running and it hits somebody. Just simple Free Stooges shit. Like you say, it started out as a college comedy and then it got more Looney Tunes-ish. And I'm like,
I keep forgetting his character name for the gun. The guy who shoots the guns.
Tackleberry.
Tackleberry.
Yeah, Tackleberry. Yeah, he likes to shoot everything.
Yeah, he's basically a psycho in hiding who's a security guard turned cop, and you're just like,
a telephone operator won't give a quarterback to a customer, so he shoots the phone.
Yeah, this is like he's just one step away from murdering somebody.
Well, I love this scene when the woman goes, "Sir, can you get that my cat out of the tree?" No problem, man. And you think he shoots the cat. He shoots the limb off. The cat comes down off the limb.
Yeah. It's just like, there's your cat. I got it for you. And next time anyone wants to say, violence in movies inspires, real life violence, I'm like, I'm going to say, okay, so show proof to me that someone imitated one of the Police Academy movies. But don't bother because that no such thing ever happened. They were already a moron to begin with. So and their parents, birthed that for them. They didn't need any inspiration.
I don't know about that. There was a time in my life when I would very closely imitated Sweet Chuck.
Oh God, Sweet Chuck and Zed when they move into they're like in the room together and like they're like saying okay, we want you two to patrol the area. So what does Zed do? Him and Sweet Chuck sleep under the tree. Well, they put like the flashlights on the dogs and just set the dogs around, and the two asshole cops are going, those guys are real good. But let's not
now you
forget.
got me thinking. Now you got me thinking. Zed and Sweet Chuck doing a remake of The Room.
Oh God.
Yeah, Bob Odenkirk, get on it, buddy.
God.
But let's not forget the greatest. Let's not forget the greatest gag in the world. We want you to go to this address here. We're having a big party there. You are? Yeah.
Yes.
Open the door. They close it. Da, 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 da. It's
what was the name of that bar?
The Blue Oyster Bar.
The Blue Oyster Bar.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Not that I know anything about that, mind you.
Right, but just research. I swear.
I'll tell you something. When I first showed my kid Police Academy, I said, there's some films you sit back and watch and it makes you think, and then there's some films you just need to sit down, shut up, and giggle.
Yeah. This is one of those.
This is one of those films.
This is the latter. Yeah.
If you're not going to look for an intelligent time, you're going to have a blast.
Well, and to its credit, for a lowbrow comedy franchise, like, it leaned fucking heavily into it. It's just like, yeah, let's It's like we're not doing all this other shit. Let's be as stupid as we can be, and then that's the movie. And then because you see so many other movies, franchises that become compromised by their tone or lack thereof.
Oh yeah.
And you're just like that. There's not only not too many cooks in the kitchen, but no one knows what to even do with this, and people are just getting greedy.
Well, I
like,
kind of felt like Police Academy got compromised when actors started leaving.
Hey, well, so there you go. So it was more not the same versus, but they still knew, hey, make it as stupid as you can every movie. Not
but let me
pretty
just
hard to
say
fuck
this.
that up.
Let me just say this: Matt McCoy is no Steve Gutenberg.
This was
I
definitely.
don't even think Steve Gutenberg wants to be Steve Gutenberg sometimes.
Wow. Okay.
Or maybe he wants to be Matt McCoy.
I see what you did there. No, it's fine.
If I can rock back for a second, Hugh Wilson directed the movie. Part 1. Hugh Wilson did WKRP in Cincinnati.
KRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it's the greatest live action show of all time. But he actually took all that dirty parts out originally.
Right. Yeah. There's going to be even more of a rated R. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he wanted it more PG-13. And then when he submitted that script to the production company, they rejected it. Once they put back some of the gags, that's when the film got picked back up.
That's wild.
And the funny thing is that the entire screenplay of Police Academy was based upon Hugh Wilson's time in radio.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that shootout with the public in the game.
You know, I would actually,
that is a deep cut.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing freaking Police Academy as a police radio play. I mean, that just would be wild. But yeah, Matt McCoy.
Like the BBC presents.
Tonight we present to you Masterpiece Theater on the radio. Well, and yeah, Matt McCoy goes on to play Lloyd on Seinfeld. And I don't know if anyone remembers the one executive who grew up with George.
Oh yeah. So
Why can't you be more like him? Sorry, go.
It goes Police Academy 2, their first assignment. Police Academy 3, back in training. Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol. Police Academy 5 was Assignment Miami Beach. Police Academy 6 was City Under Siege. Police Academy 7 was Mission to Moscow.
Yep.
I don't even remember that coming out.
Yeah, it probably was in theaters for like 1 week or something. It had gorgeous Claire Forlani, and really nothing in it works other than the Lieutenant Harris and Winslow doing both their.
Charlie Schlatter was in it? Oh my god.
Yeah, I pretty much just remember all the main gags that they always carry over, and then Christopher Lee doing his best Russian accent as the Russian police guy they team up with. It doesn't even make any sense why they're in Moscow stopping bad guys. It's just an excuse to just have a different scenery. And yeah, it was definitely out of steam by then. And again, this is why I use the same gag again and again. Stop every movie franchise. Stop after part 7. just do it. It's not
Some
gonna
of them
get
should stop after 3, I think. But
yeah, well, absolutely. I'm just saying, just like at the very minimum, like if you're not gonna take our advice and stop at part 2 or 3, just stop after part 7.
Or do a variation on the Community thing. It's 6 movies in a series.
6 movies in a series. 6 seasons in a movie. Oh my god. Oh, I would see Joe McHale in a reboot of this. He could play Mahoney, and I'd be down to see that. And just
the humor would be different.
Oh, it'd totally be different, but I think they could lean into it and do some other meta shit with it, and probably bring in some other underappreciated comedians.
If they did it as a TV show or something, you might have the characters talking in camera as if they're talking to a documentary crew.
There would be some of that post-90s
The Office
mockumentary.
the police office. There you go.
There you go. The police office.
Identity theft is a crime, Jim.
Dwight, you ignorant slut.
Oh god.
I actually would pay to see Rainn Wilson as the desk sergeant or some other asshole. Yeah.
I just read one of the lines from Police Academy 7 Mission Moscow. Terrific. Great subway. Terrific. I mean, New York is a shithouse, but this is great. I found out that Bubba Smith and Marion Jones weren't in the 7th one.
They weren't in, yeah.
Because they didn't write her in. And Bubba Smith said, look, you got to write her in because she was hurting financially. And they said, well, no, we can't do it. So Bubba Smith is like, well, she's not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know.
Another thing about her character is they had her wearing a fat suit in the first one for sure. I don't know if they did throughout the series. Because they were going to have her be slim at the end of the movie, but then they decided no, they were going to keep her heavy.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll never understand, man. You know, they did that. You know, I'm just looking at this right now. Hold on. When did she pass away? She passed away January 7th, January 7th, 2021. She passed away. Jesus. Damn.
Well, just wild stuff. Very wild indeed.
I'm trying to look. So she passed away. G.W. Bailey passed away.
No,
still with us, buddy.
I thought G.W. Bailey passed away.
Nope.
No.
I think
I heard about quite a few people passing away. Oh, David Graff.
George Gaines.
Right. Yeah, the chief definitely died, but yeah,
David Graff. I forgot. It was him I was thinking of.
Yeah, back in 01, something.
Yeah, 2001.
There you go. Police Academy, A Space Odyssey.
Police Academy the musical.
Forbidden Police Academy Planet. I don't know.
Police Academy the musical, that was Cop Rock.
Oh.
No, don't install Police Academy
Everything
like
goes
that.
through David Bochco.
Everything goes to... Well, there wasn't any naked butts, but I know what you mean, yeah.
And watching the first 3 movies, I was thinking to myself that number 3 should have been number 2, and number 2 should have been number 3.
You would have done a flip around.
Yeah.
Follow us on the web on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The podcast is available on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Apple, and anywhere else podcasts are available. Feel free to review our show and leave comments on any of those sites. Thanks a million for listening. It's a jacked up